What's up, y'all? Shadypeach here, and in today's video we are going to be doing a triple pack battle. We're going to be pitting together Archezia's Island, Rise of the Floodborne, and Azerite Sea in a 9-pack battle, basically 9 packs from each set, to see which one of them gives us the best value. So, pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and show you guys what we're working with. So we have a nice little variety of all the different types of packs that we're working with. So these are loose packs for Archezia's Island. We actually have been doing really well in tournaments recently. We got a first place on Monday, and then yesterday I got 5th place. So not that great, but it was a rather large tournament, so still pretty decent. And then over here we have on our Azerite Sea, I always mix those up, Trove that was on sale. So it was $40, which is usually a lot better than what you see at Target, which is $50. Then I also have a loose pack for that. And then I also have 9 blisters, courtesy of Target. I went to a Target randomly and they just had Rise of the Floodborne, so I just cleared them out. It was only 9, so it wasn't too crazy. But yeah, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and take that. So funny enough, we have exactly 9 of each of these, so I figured that's perfect. A great way to kind of judge which one will give us the most value. So we're gonna go ahead and start. How should we start? I will start backwards. So I'll do Rise of the Floodborne at the very end. We'll go ahead and start with the new set and then kind of go from there. So it's almost like opening a Trove plus 1 pack for each of these sets. So we'll go ahead and do that and we'll see how we do. I will say that the last tournament I just went to, the entry pack, some guy pulled the Enchanted Tamatoa. So if this is all from the same case, that'll be a bit of a bummer because odds are there's no enchanteds, but you never know. That might not be the case. I know that they did open up new boxes after everyone got their entry pack. So, all right. So very first pack, we have Panic, Wake Up Alice, Canine Crunchies, Jafar, Monsieur Dorok, Grand Mafa, the Troubadour, or Troubadour. We have Cusco, Penny, Aladdin, King Candy, and a Maurice. All right. Boom and boom. I'm going to move these up a little bit. All right. Moving on to the next one. So right now there is definitely a lot going on in the Lorcana community. I'd be crazy not to mention it. For those that have been living under a rock, there has been some leaks that have come out about the game's future. This is before the big announcement that's going to be taking place on Tuesday. I don't know if I'll get this video out before Tuesday. I think I will. I think I'll just probably get it out on Monday, odds are. But there is a lot of announcements that are going to be taking place for Lorcana on Tuesday, and unfortunately, someone managed to get them leaked. I'm not sure who, if it was like someone that was on the inside or if it was a hacker, don't know, but it was all over Reddit, the supposed leaks. I don't want to talk too specifically about the stuff that was revealed. I will be doing that in a follow-up video just because Ravensburger hasn't really addressed it yet, but they have addressed one thing that I can talk about, and that is Worlds. So Worlds does look like it's going to be a private event for Lorcana, which is kind of good and bad. Oop, that's not bad. We got an Ink Geyser, Maurice, and Maurice's Machine. That's kind of funny. All right, so Ink Geyser is definitely the best thing we've hit so far. So they did originally make it look like Worlds would be like a public event where it'd be kind of like Nationals. It'd have its own promos, and there'd be vendors there and side events and all these things, but I guess they're having conflictions right now. I think it has something to do with Disney World itself is going to be extremely busy. So it's just going to be a private event, so only the ones that are competing in it, which in a way is kind of nice because that means since there's nothing to miss out on, no one has to spend that extra money. That's not bad. We hit a Mickey Mouse Inspirational Warrior. I actually still think that this guy has crazy good potential. And a Matitas. All right. We also hit a Perdita, which isn't bad either. Put that to the side. But nothing too crazy yet. Yeah, so I did want to go to Worlds, but, you know, since no one can except for the people that are invited, it's whatever. It's better than if I tried to go to Worlds and the tickets sold out within like 2 minutes and hardly anyone was able to go. So this doesn't feel nearly as bad as that. So we have a Yzma, we have Belle, and a Drizella. All right, Archasia's Island's not really giving us a whole lot right now. Maybe they're saving it for the very end. Let's see. Do we have anything to offer? Boom. Boom. All right. Next up, we have Trusty, Pain, Drizella, Penny the Orphan, Toby, Grandmother Fa, Thomas O'Malley, Amethyst Coil, Sir Kay, Isabella Madrigal. We have a Gontu, that's not too bad. And a Pepper. Quick thinking puppy. All right. Everything's been kind of mid in Archasia's Island so far, so I'm thinking these other two sets have a very good shot of outvaluing it. But let's see. What do we got in these last 3 packs? We have Spaghetti Dinner, Honey Marin. But yeah, so the other news that has come up, I won't specifically talk about yet until we reach the actual announcement, but just know that there is going to be a very nice. We have Donald Duck, Flustered Sorcerer, and a Elsa Trusted Sister. We do have a very, I would say, bright future. So I think that this game is in it for the long haul, and I only think good times are ahead. Overall, I would say I'm happy with the news. But if you want to check it out for yourself, go on Reddit. Or all over the internet, honestly. I don't know how anyone doesn't know about this at this point. All right. Next up, we have Panic, Wake Up Alice, Canine Crunchies, Pepper, Sabug, Training Staff, Jebediah Farnsworth, Mufasa, Archimedes, Dawson. There we go. Okay, so we're hitting legendaries, just not great ones. We have Return of Hercules and another Canine Crunchies. All right, so we've technically hit 3 legendaries, but none of them are like great. I'd say Return Hercules is actually probably the best one, even though no one uses it. It does have potential in future red-green decks, but don't know if that's going to be a thing for very much longer. It's hardly even a thing right now. All right, we got another Canine Crunchies. Is this video sponsored? We have a Mulan, Penny the Orphan, Cogsworth, Mole, I'm just going to call him Mole, the Prince, Penny, Daisy Duck, Hades, and a Cheshire Cat. All right, so that is it for Archasia's Island. In terms of valuable cards, this is pretty much what we hit. So nothing too crazy, nothing too amazing. So we will now go ahead and open up the trove for Azerite Sea and see what awaits us. I did forget how great Azerite Sea actually is when it comes to anything not a legendary, other than Shark, of course. Just because Calhoun is great, Genie is great, Sail the Azerite Sea is even worth a little bit of money. So there's a lot of cool stuff in Azerite Sea, and then if you hit a Shark, holy cow, you are a millionaire. Obviously, the Enchanteds are probably the hard part to swallow for that set. But let's see. Let's see how we do. Boom, 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 boom. All right, I'm going to get this loose pack out of the way real quick. Okay. First up for Azerite Sea, we have a Thievery, Sour Bill, Rue, Sisu, Heathcliff, John Silver, Scrump, Magic Carpet, Honey Lemon, Monterey Jack, Mr. Smee, and a Mickey Mouse. Okay. Boom. All right. Let's Keep it going. Keep it going. What do we got? What do we got? We have a Basil, Tinkerbell, Aladdin, 100 Acre Wood, Jim Hawkins, Sail the Azerite Sea. All right, I'll definitely take that. Amazing card. We have the Walrus, Jasmine, Calhoun. There we go. We got a Calhoun. We have Madam Mim and a Dale. All right. I will always welcome a Calhoun. Unless I'm fighting against it. Then she is very unwelcome because she just destroys my T-pose. Wow, I destroyed that pack. Holy cow. All right. Next up, we have Heathcliff, Sisu, Abu, Mr. Litwack, I'm Still Here, Gadget Hackwrench, Honey Lemon, Yokai, Rescue Rangers Away, Tigger. Nice. That's actually pretty good. We hit a very useful legendary. I forgot about this one. We have Simba, Pride Protector, and another Yokai. Okay. That is used in some Amber decks. Not too many, but right now I am liking Azerite Sea's pulls better than Archasia's Island. So let's see. What else is lurking? All right. Next up we have Gazelle. A Very Merry Unbirthday, Thievery, Chip, King Hubert, Institute of Technology, Hey Hey, Grand Councilwoman, John Silver. Nice. Okay, we're hitting a Genie, we're hitting a Calhoun. This is a really good opening all of a sudden. We have Kanga and a Donald Duck. All right. I'm liking Azurite Sea. I've been underestimating this set. Maybe that was a mistake. Because the enchanteds aren't the best doesn't mean the rest of the set isn't. Okay. Next up, we have Prepare to Board, Making Magic, Moana, Good Job, Galactic Council Chamber, Yokai, Myrtle Edmonds, Training Dummy. We have a Diablo. I forgot about this. That's another great card. Put that to the side. We have Ambush, Mr. Smee, and a Kakamora. About to bring up something from the leaks, but my conscience is telling me not to. So we will save that. I just thought of something from seeing certain cards, but it's okay. Just have to wait till Tuesday. So it's just this one video. Next up, we have Toodles, White Rose, Kakamora, Rue, Twin Fire, Helping Hand, Donald Duck, Dr. Dilbert Doppler, Prince Naveen, Seeking the Half Crown, Goofy, and a Helping Hand. All right. Don't slow down now, Azurite Sea. Come on, give us something more. Let's be greedy. You've been great so far. Can we get one more Genie? That would be amazing. Or a Shark. Oh my gosh, I would love a Shark. I mean, I'm glad I got the Simba, though. That's actually decent. We have Heffalumps and Woozles. Ah, not that Genie. They gave us the other Genie. We have Dale, John Silver, Ben, Mickey Mouse. We have Peter Pan Shadow Catcher. Not quite the one everyone wants. We have Chippendale. Oh, we have a Yzma. It's okay. It's somewhat used, but it's another legendary, which isn't bad. And a Markowski. All right. This is going really well for Azurite Sea. Looks like they're going to take it. But never underestimate Rise of the Floodborne. We have seen amazing things from that set. All right. What do we got? We have Alistair Cray, Juju, Lead the Way, Simba, Sunglasses, Gadget Hackwrench, Bellwether, Nick Wilde, Mr. Smee, Owl Island, Sugar Rush Speedway, and a Fred. I think I will actually put the Sugar Rush Speedway to the side because it is actually a useful, super rare location where people don't want to make that location deck. All right. Okay. Next up, final pack for Azurite Sea. What do we got? We have Dawson, Rafiki, Skull Rock, Prince Naveen, Mullins, Baymax's Healthcare Chip, that's funny, Magikarpet, John Darling. We have Raya, Hero Hamada, and a Pete. All right. So that is going to be it for Azerite Sea. They did really well. Holy cow. That was actually pretty good. We have Yzma, Sugar Rush Speedway, Diablo, Genie. We have a Simba, Calhoun, and Sail the Azerite Sea. All amazing guards. Arguably not these two, but there's potential. So right now, Azerite Sea is definitely in first place. But let's see if Rise of the Floodborne can dethrone it. Maybe we can just hit a slew of sad beasts. Let's see, let's see. Open these up. I'm gonna just scooch this so I have somewhere to put the cards. Okay. Like I said, these are just randomly at a target. So every now and then, I guess they have stuff like this restocked. Not the first chapter, though. I can never find that. All right, we have James, best card in the game. The Queen, Croquet Mallet, Peter Pan's Dagger, Flynn Rider, Beast. We have a Merlin Goat. Not too bad. I'll put that to the side. We have Doc, Judy Hopps. I remember when I was using Judy Hopps for a little bit. We have Dinner Bell, the Queen, and a Lady Tremaine, but not the good one. Okay. Go to the side. Sometimes these blisters ain't so easy to open. Holy cow. It's hanging on for dear life. Next up, we have Basil, Grumpy, Merlin, Felicia, Queen of Hearts, Last Cannon, Card Soldiers, Li Shang, Ring the Bell, Chief Bogo. That's pretty good. Holy cow, that's the second best legendary in this set. We have Scar, Vicious Cheater, very much used right now in Ruby Sapphire. I love it. Okay. And a Foil Goat. That's not a bad pack. Okay. Rise of the Floodborne is putting in a fight. I'd say Azerite Sea is still winning, but we still have a lot of packs to open, so you never know. Let's see, can we hit a Beast? Or maybe a Foil Scar? Or something more? Let's see, let's see. That was a pretty good pack. We'll take it. Boom. Boom. Alright. Next up, we have Basil, Hold Still, Elsa, Tigger, Hypnotize, hate this card, Last Cannon, Nick Wilde, Pinocchio, Nana, Mulan, Cheshire Cat, and a weight set. All right. Who's the weight set for? Who's playing with this? Oh, Hercules. Oh, yeah, it's got the little symbol right there. Okay. Got it. Fair enough. I was like, just a set of weights. Doesn't feel very Disney. But that makes sense. Okay. Next up, we have the Knock, Rapunzel, Cusco. This actually is being used right now. Even though it's a common, I will put it to the side. We have Enchantress, Hercules, Most Diabolical Scheme, Jafar, Belle, Gruesome and Grim, Cobra Bubbles, and a Jasmine. Okay. Almost through it. Is Azerite Sea going to take the reign? Take the win? Or will Rise of the Floodborne beat them back? Let's see. What do we got? We have Duke Weaselton, Mulan, Legend of Sword in the Stone, Raya, Ray, Benja, Fairy Godmother, Zero to Hero, Nick Wilde, Falling Down the Rabbit Hole. Oh, okay, we did hit a second legendary. Obviously, it's not one anyone uses, but it is a legendary. We have Fairy Godmother and a Mulan. All right. I remember the very first DLC, there was some guy that used the Fairy Godmother. I think he was the winning deck, actually. it was interesting. He was able to just keep recycling it. It's pretty cool, but that deck doesn't really exist anymore. At least what he was doing. All right, final 4 packs. Come on, is there anything exciting in these last 4 packs? Maybe a beast? Maybe some Cinderella stuff? Whole new world? What do we got? We have Rapunzel, Dr. Facilier, Fidgets, Panic, Let the Storm Rage On, Sword in the Stone, Pacha, Tiana, Madam Mim, Prince Charming, and an Elsa Gloves Off. Okay. Getting down to the wire. Urgh. I don't know why Res the Floodborne are like super hard to open. Like a lot of glue on that blister. Alright. Packs are easy to open though. Okay. What do we got? We have Gumbo Pot, the Queen, Chip the Teacup, Baloo. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little farther. Improvise, Let the Storm Rage On, Sardine Can, Rapunzel. Got a Madam M Snake, Pack Tactics. There we go. We got a Cinderella Stouthearted, and I was just going to say, we're the Cinderellas. Okay. Okay. That's somewhat hard to find. It's a foil Alice Growing Girl. That's not bad. I don't know if I have this for collector's sake. So I will actually take that and put that to the side. Ooh, that's actually kind of hard. I don't know if Azerite Sea is still winning. I mean, value-wise, yes. So, yes, it is still winning. Just because no one plays Alice Growing Girl. But collectors-wise, that is a foil. But there is an enchanted. I just remembered that there is an enchanted, so people aren't going to value the foil, except for completionists of a collection. Still, it's kind of cool. And we also hit a Cinderella, so I will take it. I need to see if I have that Alice or not. I don't remember. It's not something I see often. All right. Next up, we have Cruella de Vil, Sleepy, Merlin Crab, Go the Distance, Radigan, Charge, Raya, Shia LaBeouf, Donald Duck, Radigan, again. We have Kronk, and a Prince Naveen. All right. Final pack. Last pack magic. Let's see. Raz the Floodborne. Anything left for you to say before we calculate the results of this contest? I gotta say that I've always said this. I really like the color scheme of Rise of the Floodborne. The black and the purple. I think it looks great. Urgh. All right. Okay. Final pack. Last pack magic. What do we got? We have Rabbit, Sneezy, Jiminy Crickets, Buon, Verania, Magic Broom, Hey Hey, Dopey, Launch. We have Dragon Gem. We have Arthur Wizard's Apprentice. Not really used, to be honest. And then final card of the day, a Gaston. You know what? Since he's a foil, people actually do use this Gaston, so I will put that to the side. Having said that, I do believe the winner is definitely still Azerite Sea when it comes to value. The Scar is good, though. Scar is nice. So it's pretty much this for Azerite Sea. So we got Speedway, Yzma, Genie, Simba, Calhoun, and Sail. Let's scoot this down. Versus Foil Gaston, Foil Alice Growing Girl, Cinderella, Fairy Godmother, Cusco, regular Goat. Honestly, these are the best 2 things we pulled in Rise of the Floodborne. And then I'm not even going to bother with Archasia's Island. We didn't really hit anything in this one that's overly value. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give it to Azerite Sea. We got a Genie, we got a Simba, and a Calhoun. All of these cards are somewhat used, except for these 2. And even the Yzma is somewhat used in some decks. So, it's not too bad. Not too bad of an opening. Overall, I would say I'm very happy with these 2. Not so much with the new set. But overall, was a fun little video going through each of those sets. I always like to see the diversity in all the different card styles and arts and how things have grown and evolved. But Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy. The next video will most likely be a Into the Inklands video. I did just get a couple more boxes, so I'll probably be doing a box opening. And we'll probably also be going over the leaks in a little bit more detail. So thank you again so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.